Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out Psychology. This is How to Play Spy by Jonah Hill 2. I cannot wait to watch this, man. This has been something that's been requested for me to watch quite a few times. And as you guys know, I'm just going through all the classes for the first time, and I only have Spy and Engineer left to play. And I was told by multiple people that if I want to play Spy, it might be best for me to maybe watch these videos first. So today we're at least going to start it. I know it is a series here, so if you want to see me continue to react to them, just let me know in the comments down below. But today we're going to be watching part 1, and I cannot wait to jump into it. So thank you so much to all of you that's been liking and commenting on these videos, man. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, do not forget to hit that sub button, please and thank you. And let's go ahead and jump into it.
Hello, hi, yes. Do you want to get better at Spy?
Yeah?
Well, whatever you're here for, welcome to Spy Psychology.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This intro was amazing. Just the random running at the beginning. I'm already loving it.
Begin to make it a better introduction.
Wait, what?
This is a series about learning to get better at Spy and TF2. And this is the introduction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's...
For me, it's just like how to play Spy, because I can't, you know, how to get better. You got to play to get better. So this is hopefully going to give me a couple of more tips and tricks before I jump into my first time for playing Spy.
Begin.
Let's go!
Spy is hard. Spy is hard. Spy is arguably the hardest class in the game, since it requires a lot of thought, requires you to evade and outsmart the enemy, and dies incredibly quickly when caught out.
I have seen this comment so many times in my videos of people saying Spy is the most difficult class. You don't want to do Spy first. You need to wait a while and learn the maps a little bit before you even attempt to play Spy.
I'm telling you this because you should know that getting good at Spy will take a long time, and lots of being killed. Over and over and over and over and over and over. Come back. Sure, you'll die a lot.
Oh man, is this his? I think it's Jonah Hill 2 is the name of this creator for this video. Is this like his signature character? I know some of the others, you know, like Lazy Purple or Soundsmith, they all have like their own like distinct look for a character. Is this his, like, or is it just because of the Spy series here?
Process. Even experienced spies such as myself can die a lot sometimes. But take each death as a learning experience. Try to figure out why you died and use it to learn how to die less. If anyone else tries to point you out, be bad at Spy or just not as good as them, just know they're stupid. Ego hunters aren't worth listening to and want to make you feel bad. So take my advice, don't listen to it.
Alright.
Okay.
So just try avoid becoming like them. Please.
He said, please.
You see those frag movies where a spy gets 6 trick stabs in a row? Well, you should know that these kinds of spies have a massive amount of experience, and scenarios like that aren't as common as these videos may make you believe. They're essentially a highlight reel. So don't put that expectation on yourself, or else you'll get frustrated. Because believe
me... Oh my god, I was not expecting that at all. I don't know why that was... I was not expecting anything other than Spy running around. I did not expect... Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay.
Spy can get frustrating to play.
Enough with Philosopher Jonto. What are the actual basics of his kit?
The Spy has a bunch of tools in his arsenal,
Oh.
and they all serve a purpose.
They all serve a purpose.
Sapper, knife, invis watch, and disguise kit. Let's start off with the thing that will be causing the most problems using. The knife.
No!
The knife will instantly kill any player when hit from behind, but only 40 damage.
Is he gonna keep throwing in random clips like this? Because I love it, man. I love it.
Now, the game defines the back by simply the player's back half. You'll know you can backstab when the spy raises up his knife like this. But note, you don't need to wait for this animation before backstabbing. It just serves to help you learn the backstab hitbox. You'll start to get a feel for when you can backstab, and you'll often kill before you see the knife raising animation occur. Now, the knife sounds really cool because it can instantly kill any player, but one problem. If they're looking at you, you kind of can't backstab. Well, actually, you can do trick stabs, such as the Don't listen to that. If you're just starting out as Spy, you don't want to bother with that trick stabby stuff yet, okay? Just focus on learning the basics. Now,
I need
we
the
don't
basics.
really want the enemy knowing where we are, less so looking at us. So the main thing you'll want to use to get behind the enemy is your invis watch.
Okay.
Right-click at any time to cloak, turning you invisible to the enemy team over the course of a second. However, note you can't attack while cloaking or fully cloaked. Bumping into an enemy player while cloaked will make you blink, meaning you become partially invisible for a split second. So you'll want to avoid bumping into other players.
Oh.
The cloak lasts 10 seconds at a full charge, but your cloak can also be restored by picking up ammo, which even works while you cloak. However, be aware that people may notice disappearing health and ammo boxes. The two main purposes of your cloak is to sneak past the enemy undetected or escape bad situations. Ideally, you'll want to avoid enemies seeing you coming. Cloak before you round a corner and don't bump into other players.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I'm really liking this video. I can already tell this creator, Jonto Hill 2. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm so sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I can already tell I'm gonna like this. Like, not only has he got some like good graphics going on here with slide to slide, but also like super educational. I'm enjoying this.
Also, while cloaked, you have a 20% damage reduction, and the duration of bleeds and burns are halved. This knowledge can be very useful for getaways. Now, the other stealth tool you have is the disguise kit. Pull it out,
Okay.
class to disguise as, and after a few seconds, you'll appear as that player to the enemy team. Do note that you take the name of a player on the other team, so players that see a clone of themselves will know you're a spy.
But everyone says disguises don't fool good players.
Ah, I see. Well...
Ooh. Oh, bro.
So despite what many players say, disguises can fool good players. You just
Okay.
need to act like the class you're disguised as, which you'll get better at with practice. But be aware that the disguise kit is not a tool for getting behind the enemy. The cloak is. Also, be aware that if you disguise right before cloaking, the disguise smoke can be seen following you. You can avoid this by starting the cloak before the disguise, as even being partially cloaked will negate the smoke entirely. You generally use disguises to avoid sticking out, and don't fool the enemy for more than a couple seconds before making...
Okay, yeah, this is actually super important. Like, now when I play Spy for the first time, which is probably going to be soon, I think it's going to be the next class I play, and then Engineer will be the last one. This is actually giving me a little bit, like, I already knew, like, a couple of things in here and there, because we've watched, like, you know, we've obviously watched things like Sam Smith, Lazy Purple, things like that. But this one is super, really, like, educational.
The disguise is used to blend in and not get shot by sentry guns. Speaking of guns, did you know that Spy has a gun? You know that scenario?
I wonder why he, like, emphasized the gun earlier when he was like, everything has a purpose, and you went over to it.
I mentioned before about that player looking at you. Did you know that you have a gun, and that you can shoot them with that gun? The knife isn't your only weapon. Look. I know it insta-kills, okay? But it has downsides. Using your gun is pretty basic. You point it at the enemy and shoot. It'll typically do more damage than your knife at mid to close range, and you don't have to be in melee range to use it. Also, since life is the health of enemy players, you can sometimes finish off a hurt player running to a health pack. Not using your gun is a mistake I see a lot of spies make, so be aware of that option. It'll save you a lot. Also, good advice to practice your aim sometimes, especially since the first shot is 100% accurate and the rest of them have random spread.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
Time for a transition. Then there's this thing, the electro sapper. In case you don't know what it does, you simply place it on engineer buildings.
Okay, I did know this, yeah.
Their health, unless an engineer removes it by hitting it twice with his wrench. And just make sure you're disguised before sapping a sentry, or else, you know, it'll shoot you. Your
to do that.
guts will be splattered. Your pancreas will be on the ground. You'll be nothing but a puddle of red. You will never be seen again.
What are we doing?
Anyone who sees will be traumatized by this event. If they
Borderline getting traumatized now.
Where am I going with this?
Okay, joking, obviously.
To sabotage and take out engineer nests, since you're the only class that can stand next to a sentry without being shot. There's a lot of mind games involved with...
Yeah, this has been a really good video.
Depending on the skill of engineer in question, but a good first trick to learn is the stab and sap.
Okay.
Wait for the engineer to stand behind a sentry. Stab him and quickly swap to your sapper and place it on the sentry before it can turn around and shoot you. If you did
Oh.
this correctly, the sentry will be doomed without an engineer to remove the sapper, and you're free to place sappers on the rest of the
Okay,
buildings.
that man.
Some strategies may involve sapping the sentry first, since the sentry can't shoot when it's sapped, then trying to kill or delay the engineer, or simply using it to create an opening for your teammates while the sentry is non-functional. You'll have to be creative, sometimes, to take out an engineer nest.
Oh, I see.
Also, you can take enemy teleporters, which can sometimes help you.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I can see why this is like a difficult like class to play. Just seems like a lot of maneuvering around and like knowing where to go and when to use your invisible watch stuff. It does look like a
So
difficult
anyway,
class.
if you're bad at spy, don't worry. It takes time and can be frustrating, but it's a matter of patience. Your knife is how you get instant kills. Your gun is your backup option if you can't backstab. Use cloak to get behind the enemy. Use disguises to blend in and get close to sentries. And use your sapper to dismantle engineer buildings.
Now
Man.
I know what to do.
Look at you, new player. Go out there and stab some people. Maybe shoot them with a gun and potentially give them a mental breakdown. Or
Wow.
have a mental breakdown as you try to learn the class.
What?
You'll be fine.
Wow. Okay, I think that was it. Oh man. Okay, dude. That was How to Play Spy, the first part of Spy Psychology. That was awesome. I don't know how many parts there are, and I don't even know, like, if I'm being honest, what the other ones are going to be about, because that one like covered a lot of, I guess it was just the basics, maybe like covers other weapons for Spy, maybe like different ways to play Spy. But if you want to continue to see me watch the series, just let me know down below, because this first one, this opening one, oh my god, this was great. I loved it, man. This was super good, super educational. And of course, I'll put the original video link down below if you want to go watch it for yourself, because that was awesome, man. And yeah, if you haven't already, it'd be awesome to hit this video with a like. It really helps out the channel here. If there's anything else you can see me react to, you're more than welcome to put it in a comment down below, and I'll be sure to put it on the list to make. So that's all I got for you. I will see you in the next video. And do not forget, man, it's Orc Army for life.